Deep in the heart of a very colorful forest lived a cheerful little squirrel named Momo. One day, while playing hide and seek with his friends, Momo noticed something strange. The beautiful red berries he had been hiding behind had lost their color and were now just gray. At first, he didn't think much of it, but as he scampered down the tree, he saw that the whole forest had turned gray. All the flowers were gray, the sky was gray, even the leaves on the trees were gray, and scared, Momo started to cry. Just then, a wise old owl flew down from a tree and asked him why he was crying. When Momo told her about the gray forest, the owl said, "Don't be sad, little one. You can bring the colors back if you can find the lost pollen of the magical butterflies." But the butterflies had flown far away, and to find them, Momo would have to venture into the dark parts of the forest all alone. Taking a deep breath, Momo started his journey. He walked past gray bushes and gray rocks until he came across a beautiful white flower. Seeing that it looked just like the flowers in his home, Momo sat down next to it. Anxiously, he waited for the flower to bloom so he could take a closer look at it. But he waited, and the flower remained closed. Just then, the wise owl appeared again and said, "You have to wait patiently for the flower to open. Only then will it reveal the first part of the butterfly's pollen trail." But Momo was too impatient and wanted to find the butterflies right away. So without waiting any longer, he ran off. As he walked, he came across a baby bird that had fallen out of its nest. Quickly, Momo remembered what the wise owl had said, and so he helped the baby bird return to its nest. As a reward, the mother bird gave him some crumbs from her secret stash and told him that the butterflies loved to play around the flower patch near her nest. The patch was full of different kinds of colorful flowers, but Momo noticed one flower in particular. It was a beautiful yellow flower that looked like it was made of sunshine. This must be the flower that the birds were telling him about, he thought, and this is probably where he could find the butterflies. As Momo reached out to touch the flower, he heard a beautiful singing voice. Startled, he hid behind a leaf and peeked out. To his surprise, the singing was coming from a little gray butterfly. With a heavy heart, Momo understood that she was one of the magical butterflies who had lost her pollen. But as he watched her, he realized that she wasn't just any butterfly. She was the same butterfly he had seen in his dream. Taking a deep breath, Momo decided to overcome his fear and get help from his friend. Together, they pushed and shoved until the branch finally moved. Relieved and happy, Momo raced towards the meadow where he had seen the gray butterflies. As he flew over the tall grass, he felt a strong gust of wind beneath his wings. Looking up, he saw hundreds of beautiful butterflies flapping their wings. Excited, he flew right into the middle of them. And to his delight, they were all different colors: red, blue, green, yellow, orange, purple, pink, every color imaginable. Overjoyed, Momo had found the lost pollen. Now all he had to do was take it back to the forest and sprinkle it on the gray flowers. As the butterflies flew back to the forest, the sky turned blue again, the leaves turned green, and all the flowers bloomed in a myriad of colors. From that day on, Momo was no longer afraid of the dark parts of the forest because he knew that with a little patience, a lot of helpfulness, and a touch of courage, everything would be all right. The end.